The motto for world-class competition has always been faster, higher, stronger. It's the same for Navien, makers of condensing tankless water heaters. Faster to install and set up. Higher performance and efficiency to provide endless hot water. Stronger with the industry's strongest warranty. All because of the copper-free stainless steel heat exchanger built in every unit. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
So we were both at work.
We started getting these notifications from Ring. I'm just like, I check my camera, and there are these two guys trying to break into my house. I hit the siren on my alarm, and I immediately get this call from Ring.
Would you like for us to go ahead and send the police?
And I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
We just wanted to secure our home. My name is Ina.
And I'm Rohit. And with Ring Alarm, I stopped the break-in on my phone.
Protect your home today with Ring Alarm. Go to ring.com/away.
Professional monitoring requires a Ring Protect subscription.
Hey, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to Season 15, Episode number 3,332. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and my cock, Montgomery, and you are the Men's Room. On tap today, it is a random question. Your guess is as good as mine. Categories: oh boy, donuts and chips. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, Men's Room Shout of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorites, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack, drinking a drunk.
All right, here we go. School kids on Zoom get to watch as one of their classmates gets robbed in real time. When you chop off your hand for insurance fraud, it turns out you'll get fingered for the crime. Yum Yum, a 275-pound black bear, gets 3 root canals in one day. Can't even get a cleaning. Man rents house only to discover it's covered in giant Simpsons murals and now does not want to pay. And a man buys a cutting board with a sticker on it that says, do not use as a cutting board. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, fact of life. Sometimes things are not where they're supposed to be. For example, there should not be sharks in the Hudson River in New York, but last Friday, local fishermen spotted a bull shark 100 miles upriver. And in case you're wondering, yes, a bull shark will in fact rip you from limb to limb. Meanwhile, in Australia's East Alligator River, that's the name of the river, local authorities are trying to figure out how and why 3 humpback whales are in those waters. The working theory is that the whales, much like Bugs Bunny in Albuquerque, simply made a wrong turn. Either way, the whales should not be there. And technically, deer, they should not be on the road. But it is understood that if you build a road in deer country, there's always a chance that a deer will be on the road. They even put up deer crossing signs. And that's why the Attorney General of South Dakota, he reported hitting a deer with his car this past Saturday. Well, the next morning, authorities went to recover the deer carcass, but it turns out that it wasn't a deer that he hit. Instead, it was an adult man. Whoopsie daisy. But I guess we all make mistakes. For example, Captain America star Chris Evans accidentally shared a picture of his erect penis to his 5.7 million Instagram followers. Now, he says it was an accident, but he was playing a game called Heads Up. You do the math. Either way, these are many stories that we've seen, stories that left us with many questions. Questions we'd like to ask you in the form of our random question. This is how it works.
Heads Up?
He was playing a game.
You ever played Heads Up?
Called Heads Up.
Never heard of it.
And he sent a picture of his erect penis. Okay. Again, we will let you do the math. He says it was an accident. But these are many stories we saw, stories that left us with many questions we would like to ask you in the form of our random question, and this is how it works. You call us, we ask you a question, a complete random, and after you share your answer, we'll share with you the news story that inspired said question.
Be a part of the big show, the random question. Call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
I need a change. You've been cold to me too many times. You're wasting money. You're a leaker, so I'm replacing you with a new Navien tankless water heater. No more cold shoulders, no more leaks, just spa-like comfort and Navien peace of mind. And oh, I want you out today.
When you're ready for a change, ask your plumber about Navien or visit tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
So I just left the house to go pick up my kids, and 10 minutes later, I got a motion alert from Ring. My alarm was going off. I opened up my app, and there's this guy running out the front door. I didn't know who he was. Before I could do anything, I got a call from Ring.
This is Jordan with Ring Alarm Monitoring. I'll send the police right over.
My name's Nadine, and Ring helped save my house from a break-in.
Protect your home today with Ring Alarm. Go to ring.com/safety. That's ring.com/safety.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Oh, no, Malcolm. The shenanigans are just beginning. Hold the chills. And away we go. Welcome to Season 15, Episode number 3,332. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Obviously, we're gearing up for Episode 3,333 tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Huge.
What a show that's going to be. But today, man, we're going to set you up with a real deal today. Guaranteed future repeat for sure. As once again, we whip out your guess as good as mine. Feeling hungry today?
It sounds like a threat. And tomorrow might be just crap.
It might be.
Today, you get the real deal.
That's
tomorrow,
right.
No chance.
Something. Yeah. The two categories we have for you today are Americans' 10 favorite types of donuts.
Ooh.
So if you're a fan of donuts, including everything from Krispy Kreme to Dunkin' Donuts and all that stuff, we have 10 favorite types of donuts here in the United States, and we have the best brands of snack chips. Now, those would be the brands you know, the brands you love. Mm-hmm. When you think Doritos, just guess Doritos. No Cool Ranch required. None of that.
Cool American.
You've covered them all.
American.
Yeah, but we're going to talk chips and donuts and get a little bit hungry. Coming up with your guess is as good as mine. And today is the day we do our random question. Question 206-421-ROCK.
Random.
Hello, Keith. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, fellas.
Hola. Keith, welcome to the program. Random question on a smoky Monday.
Yes, it is smoky.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Keith, let's go with this one. When did you realize, Keith, that you were in the wrong place? Like, how the hell did I get here?
Actually, I was like 22, and I was at a friend's house. We were having a house party. We were playing, like, the Mickey's Challenge. I don't know if you guys ever done that. But,
what is that now?
Back in the day when they used to sell the Mickey's grenades, you would start with a little grenade, go to the 12-ounce, 22, then the 40.
Okay.
So needless to say, I was woke up standing in a corner, blackout drunk, and like, where the hell am I at? And I had no idea whose house I was at, but the party was still going on.
Yeah, well, those Mickeys, the grenades go down pretty easy because of the wide top.
They sure do.
Yeah.
I mean, they're smooth and easy. They and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I forgot about malt liquor and the power that it has.
What is the?
And then you get to the 40 and it's already warm, like 3 sips into it. You know.
What is the what kind of timeline are you working with the Mickey's Challenge?
Generally, you try to do it in about an hour and a half or so.
Okay.
Which is kind of insane.
Well, I'm guessing you did it. You just ended up blackout drunk.
Yeah, at a different house, but still at a party.
Wait. So when you said you didn't know where you were, like you left the other party and ended up at a different party?
Correct. And I was standing up in a corner, passed out. And I came to, like, with my head in the corner, and everybody in the kitchen, when I finally started moving, they're like, hey!
Did you know any of these other people?
Yeah, I knew quite a few people.
Okay.
I just wasn't at the place I started the party at.
Okay, all right. Yeah. You guys found yourself in a weird kind of predicament lately as far as being in the wrong place?
Lately, no. But, I mean, certainly in my younger days.
Mine goes about 4 or 5 months back. This was truly embarrassing. I was at a place that I've been to once.
All right.
I was there for a little Saturday fun. I'd gone and used the bathroom earlier. There were 2 doors beside each other. About halfway through the festivities, I decided that I needed to go back to the bathroom. It was a pretty empty place. I was playing golf at a golf course I'd never been. I walk in. I've got to go. So I just start going, man. And they're waiting for me at the cart, you know what I mean, to go. I'm like, let me just run in real quick. This is not one where I can stand up. I run in real quick. I start taking care of business.
It's not one where I can stand up. I like how
And I look over down beside me, and I notice that the golf shoes that are in the stall next to me are pink. Ooh. They're pink and purple. And then, at that point in time...
Were they already there when you walked in?
They were not there when I walked in.
Okay, all right.
Which is not really a big deal, because there were 3 stalls in this bathroom. I don't think I noticed that there wasn't a urinal.
That's always the real tip.
Right.
Was there not a sign?
There was a sign, probably.
On the door?
I didn't pay attention to the damn thing, because I thought I went in the right side when I came in through another room. And I'm like, all right, well, I just pushed the door open and went in. I was the only one in there, you know, and started using the bathroom.
And you're lighting it up.
I was not busted. I mean, I was not busted as far as being a dude in the woman's bathroom.
What is she going to say if she knows you're I mean, at some point, if I said, oh, man, a woman's accidentally in the men's bathroom, there's heels. But, you know what?
I was already pretty well done, but I just had to wait for her to do her thing. She was just going number 1, you see.
Were you hoping that she was going to...
I was freaking the hell out because I realized what had just happened. You know what I mean?
The thing is, if she's washing your hands, you don't want to open that stall door.
Oh, no.
Now there's just a dude in the ladies' room.
Right.
Hey.
Yeah. And I was freaking the hell out, man, because I was like, I cannot believe I've done...
Did you lift your feet up?
I haven't done that in years.
Because you wear a size 13, so anyone looking over would be like...
Yeah, well...
That's a dude.
I was hoping that didn't happen. No one said anything to me. That was the good news.
They're like, did you see that ugly woman?
Reason we asked, when did you realize that you were in the wrong place? 3 humpback whales made a wrong turn in Australia, of all places. They ended up a place where whales have never been seen before, a muddy, bendy river. A little worse is that river is named the East Alligator River, and for good reason. 2 of the whales are believed to have made it back to open water. It's also possible they're just staying underwater. It's also possible that they have been eaten. Scientists are now trying to figure out how to coax the last one to safety. The whale is about 18 miles inland now. 18 miles. And wildlife officials may use whale calls or loud underwater noises to discourage it from going further inland. It's never occurred before. We've had no records of this in the past. We've collaborated with traditional owners of East Alligator River. They've also never seen humpback whales in any of the alligator rivers. They believe they just kind of got lost. I guess there was some food up there. They went in there. They haven't stopped.
I'm sure they got... Listen, I believe this to be true of any animal. I don't know this as a fact, but I'm willing to guess. If you're trying to coax an animal out of somewhere, play the mating call.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, like that gets them all the time. Because it doesn't seem to matter the animal. If they can get ass and they have a general direction they're going to head, like, that seems to work.
Sure. Right? Or the Monday Night Football theme.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, exactly.
Pokes his head out of the water.
I heard it's a doubleheader tonight.
Hello, Cheyenne. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola. Cheyenne, welcome to the program. Random question. How are things in South Dakota, or wherever the hell you are?
They're quite good. I imagine they're better for me than they are for poor sunshine burning in hell.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Damn, that really got impressive fast.
Yeah, we got there quick.
You know, it really does ruin the song Walking on Sunshine. Because now it's a really unhappy, mean song. I'm walking on sunshine in hell.
Cheyenne, let's go with this one. As far as food is concerned, let's stick with food on this one, or you can do anything you want, depending on what you believe to be knowledgeable in. But what would you say that you believe, whether you're right or you're wrong, food-wise, that you would be a connoisseur of? So in my mind, I think I know when I'm eating a pretty good chicken wing. You know,
yeah,
based on what I like. You know what I mean? And there's all kinds of variants of that. Hamburgers are the same way. There's all kinds of different things out there. I'm like, you know what? This is a really good hamburger.
But you still know, like, look, a lot of times you can eat a wing that maybe you don't agree with the flavor, but you still know if it was cooked well.
Yeah.
If it was cooked right?
Exactly.
So I'd give you that.
I know when someone oh God, man. Well, anything I like, I feel like I'm Even the 7-Eleven pizza today was pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's 7-Eleven pizza, but I'm telling you, it's perfect.
Are you
for
a
me.
connoisseur of pizza at that point?
No.
Because to me, I
but
feel
it's
like
a
by
better-
making that statement, you're not.
It's the only slice of pizza in town right now.
I agree.
As far as going and getting just one slice, as far as I know.
And look, I don't dislike the 7-Eleven pizza, but it's not entering the competition.
No, it's not, but it's there and it's fair. You know,
It's the only one close to our work.
Correct.
There's plenty of pizza places in my neighborhood that'll sell you a slice.
Oh, they will. Okay. So, Cheyenne, what would you say what food would you say you're a connoisseur of?
I would have to say I'm a connoisseur of like really well done mac and cheese. Like if it's Buffalo Mac or like if it's at a nice restaurant or something like that, you know.
Okay, when's the last time, because Miles loves it out of the box because he's a disgusting savage.
A
connoisseur of boxed macaroni and cheese. When's the last time you had boxed macaroni and cheese?
Probably a couple weeks back I had some it was like some bacon flavored mac and cheese out of a box.
Okay.
How was it?
It was great, honestly.
Okay.
What would you say is your favorite type of baked macaroni and cheese? Because there's all kinds of varieties in it.
I would have to go with the buffalo chicken baked macaroni and cheese.
I don't think I've had that yet.
I have not either, but it speaks for itself.
Sounds like a good combination. Steve and I went with Hair Club up to Alaska. We went to this restaurant
just for the mac and cheese.
Yeah, and
just for mac and cheese. Yeah,
in the in this hotel, the Captain Cook, and I want to say that they had Alaskan king crab macaroni and cheese, or was it lobster macaroni and cheese mixed with
probably king crab, considering where we were.
Right.
Is that the place where I laughed at the guy?
No, that was a different place.
Okay,
That was
I
a
don't
different
remember.
place.
Okay,
yeah. It was fantastic.
So, by the way.
Yes.
By the way, Miles, I know I give you a lot of S, but I want all three of you to know, like, your show means the world to me, so I appreciate what you guys do.
Well, it's because you live in boring ass South Dakota, Cheyenne. There's nothing else to do.
Are you talking to Miles, Ted, and myself? Miles, Mike, and Ted. Me, Ted, and Mike, actually, and you really do hate Miles. We we don't know. Out of the four of us, only three got included. We're just going to assume
that would be the entire crew.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Cheyenne. We appreciate it.
His name is Mike.
Yeah. The reason we asked, what food would you say you're a connoisseur of, Ted? Do you have a food you would say you're a connoisseur of? Crab cake, maybe?
Yeah. You know what? Dips.
I
make a lot of dips.
That's strong.
I'm very judgy when it comes to other people's dips.
Boy, you really are.
You like barbecue?
Yeah. I love barbecue. Dude, I was so excited this weekend, but I don't know.
But it's hard to be a connoisseur.
And I can't cook it.
Right.
So it's hard to say I'm a connoisseur or an expert if I can't do it.
I don't know about that. I mean,
Well,
I
I
love
don't know.
sushi, but we can't make it.
We complain about football a lot.
We can't play it.
I can't believe that stupid pass.
Right.
I can't do it, but, you know.
A website out there called Bonus Finder. They are looking to hire a professional cheeseburger taster.
Ooh.
They're going to pay someone $500 to eat and rate a whole bunch of cheeseburgers to decide which one is the best. If you're interested, they are actually accepting applications now for the next 2 weeks. And by applications, I mean you give them your email address and 2 sentences about why you're the right person for the job. That's all they want.
They're like cheeseburgers, right?
When do you know that you're probably going to have a better cheeseburger than not, or a hamburger? What is the one tell every time in my world? And this is not something, Steve, that you would really care about one way or the other.
Then it involves vet. For me, look,
Exactly.
if it's a hamburger, it's hard to know because they're going to tell you 100% ground beef, blah, blah. But the cheese they use, and not whether or not they use Swiss, but when it's like Tillamook, I go, okay, you're not going to spend the money and waste a very good slice of Tillamook cheese on a piece of garbage burger, so chances are the burger is going to be very good because the cheese is.
Yeah, my feeling on it is this. If you put the roughage on top of the hamburger, on a pre-made hamburger, so in other words, if they build it for you instead of it coming out in 2 sides that you put it together and put what you want on it, if the roughage is not on the bottom, they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Not on the bottom?
Not on the bottom.
I mean, I'm with Miles.
Lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles on the bottom.
But generally, people always serve it on top.
They put it on. You're right. It should be on the bottom because, in theory, when you bite into a food, whatever your mouth hits first is what you taste the most. So if
Not
it's a
lettuce.
cheeseburger, right? You go to the bread, you go to the cheese, you get to the meat. That's the combo you want. And then, if you do like the bird food that people are going to put there, you want to get that last.
Exactly.
Right. And you put it up. That's why a lot of kids freak out
normally-
when you put onion on burger. It's the first thing they taste is the onion. And they wait for the burger to cover up the onion, and that's not going to happen.
I would also say the bun. Ooh, right? Because last week, me and Thor had the same reaction. Mike showed us a picture of a burger, and we said this at several times. Like, ooh, is that brioche?
Sure it is. Isn't that the preferred bun? Don't you get excited when you see that?
Yeah, so I knew Mike was saying that this is one of the best burgers. I think you said is the best burger you've had.
Oh, yeah, this was the best burger I'd ever had.
And you explained everything about it, and when you're showing me the picture, the tell that told me he might be telling the truth, just like Ted, is that a brioche bun? Mike said, yes, it is. I'm like, right.
Yeah, but in that burger, they different formula, because you got a grilled pineapple, right?
No, that was a different burger that I had tried. This one had beer cheese on it.
Oh, beer cheeseburger.
Had a good little shine on that brioche bun, too. A little bit of grease on there. That was my tell.
But a shine on that brioche boy.
Phenomenal.
Shine on that bad boy.
But you're right. If you get a brioche bun and it's not shiny, you're like, what's wrong with my brioche bun?
Fix your hair in that thing, man. Like a
but by the same token, a thing that tells me I don't want your sandwich is if it's on ciabatta.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that the sandwich would be bad, but the bread's dry. All my stuff blows out of the back of it.
No matter what you've done, you've ruined whatever you made. As soon as you use that bun, forget about it. You could have great fried chicken. You could have a great hamburger.
Doesn't matter.
Pulled pork. It sucks. More of the random question coming up. 206-421-ROCK.
If your tank water heater's over 8 years old, you may be sitting on a ticking time bomb. It could start leaking without warning, causing far more damage than the loss of the heater itself. Consider replacing it with a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to leak, endless hot water for spa-like comfort, longer life, and backed by Navien's strong warranty. Before time runs out, visit tanklessmadesimple.com for the name of your Navien contractor.
Count on Navien.
I was at home and I get this call from Ring.
We just received a fire alarm. All okay?
My fire alarm at our cottage was going off. And then it hit me. My parents are at the cottage. The fire had started in the chimney and spread to the roof. Ring Alarm Professional Monitoring dispatched the fire department before we even could dial 911. My name is Kevin, and Ring Alarm helped save our family cottage.
Protect your home today with Ring Alarm. Go to ring.com/Odyssey. That's ring.com/Odyssey.
You're in the men's room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Now, two face masks available at KISW.com. We had the original. That was so popular, they came up with a second style.
Well, I thought one was for the smoke, one was for the virus.
You can be so fashionable. That's right. Get one for the virus. Get one for the smoke. And as you do that, a portion of net proceeds benefit our friends at the Washington State Nurses Association. I'm telling you, people love these masks.
They do, man.
And they are going to a great cause. Head to KISW.com. All right, here's our random question. 206-421-ROCK.
When we left off, we were talking about hamburgers. What to you tells you that a hamburger is going to be good? And we agreed, well, maybe it's their cheese selection. In other words, the company behind the cheese. But more than that, the bun. Mm-hmm. Mike, you had that burger that you were speaking wonderful things about, but just I saw it was on a brioche bun. Like, I believe you. Ted, you agreed. Someone makes a strong point. They say pretzel buns are best for burgers.
All right, so brioche or pretzel, those are the preferred buns.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. And not enough people do it.
What about the fact when they half wrap the burger? You know what I mean? So it's on its own little pocket. You know what I mean? Doesn't that normally...
I mean, I like the present. To me, that says you are fond of the history of the hamburger.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it's going to be good.
That's true. It's just a good sign. It's a good sign early on.
But I feel like a lot of really ratty cheeseburgers come in that half wrap as well. You know what I'm saying? I've been to a few. I'm like, this is garbage. Just because you made it look cool. Doesn't taste good.
And on the flip side, if it's wrapped in some kind of aluminum product, you know, like a Wendy's wrapper or something like that, then I know like a Dick's Deluxe is wrapped in that. I like, this is going to be a good burger. You know what I mean?
It also might mean that it's under the heat lamp for a while, so we use foil.
It could mean that too.
It can mean anything, but that's my fault.
Random.
Hello, Don. Welcome to the men's room.
Victory putas.
Hola.
Welcome to the Random Question, Don. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Missed you guys. You threw me all off, man. I'm an old man. I count on your random question on Mondays, and I was lost all last week.
It was Labor Day, bro.
Yeah. It was a holiday.
Made a whole lot of people weren't doing stuff.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Don. Since you are an old man, let's go with this one. How are you still old school? What do you do or what do you use that's still the way you did it way back then?
Oh, straight razor. And I still, only on my neck, though. I've worn a beard for 48 years.
So you only use a straight razor in the place where the artery is. All right. So
a straight razor isn't like where you put your own blades in a razor. It is actually a straight razor that you're using that's like 4 inches long.
Yeah, well, actually, my wife got me a really good one, but, now that I've gotten a little shakier as I get older, I don't shave in the mornings till I've had a couple of drinks, but...
Probably a good idea. Would you let your wife do it for you?
Yeah, no, no way.
Okay, all right, yeah. Okay. And Don, do you have to sharpen that utensil?
Yeah, I've got a razor strop and stuff, but no, sometimes I fall back. I've got a Bombay razor that I've had for 50 years.
Okay. I do remember when I got a haircut at the barber as a kid, they would use a straight razor on the back of your neck to kind of shape that out. I don't think that
I was going to say, how hairy were you as a kid?
I mean, not that bad, but he just used that all the time. But
you knew you got to a certain age when you got the straight razor, like on the side, on the ears, or on the neck.
Yeah. I'm a man now.
And so
give me a lollipop.
But I don't think I've ever had a straight razor shave.
I had once, and the guy that did it, apparently like you, Don, had some handshaking problems. Cut my face in 3 places. Not horribly, but it's like, Jesus Christ.
Well, after we did our first Mustache Madness thing way back then, but even before they were doing it in November or Movember, we did our own. And when we got done, they brought up a straight razor, and I mean, we were all just cut to live in hell.
Yeah, I'll just say 80% of the people were bleeding out of their face.
But I don't consider that a real straight razor shave. You know what I mean? That was just like, okay, time to take it off. And just...
No, man. One thing that's cool is I still have a hot lather machine. Tell me that's not hot. Old school.
What's a hot lather machine?
Yeah, you put your, like Barbasol in there, and you hit the button, and it warms it up, and then it comes out. And
I'm sure,
like that hot lather they used to put on the back of your neck and your sideburns before you had them.
Okay. Yeah. How long does it take you to shave on average?
Well, like I say, I've worn a beard for 48 years, so not long.
You've worn a beard?
My neck and my teeth.
What happens when you get like a big-ass blackhead under there that you can't see? It's been stewing for 5 years.
Wait,
Does that thing just pop itself?
Time out. Did you say your neck and your feet?
No, my cheeks.
Oh,
cheeks, yeah.
Ted and I both heard feet like, what?
No, I didn't think he was shaking his cheeks, guys. Okay.
Man, I'm hairy, but I'm not that hairy.
That's why we had to ask. I'm like, goddamn, a hobbit.
Reason we asked, how are you old school? This is old school. For the first time since the 1980s, vinyl records have outsold CDs. In the first half of the year, vinyl accounted for $232 million in musical sales. CDs only about $129 million. Vinyl actually grew 4% in the first half of 2020, while CD sales were down 48%. I don't know anybody who buys CDs anymore.
Not new.
I guess that's not all that surprising, since the world is pretty much moving to streaming and digital music anyway. And records are the only physical medium that's kind of, quote, trendy right now. Mm-hmm. But streaming is up 12% and accounts for more than 85% of the music industry revenue. But more people buy vinyl than CDs.
I believe it. I mean, CDs, they were what they were, but without even going through all the I had a ton too, but there was a point where if you wanted music, all you could do was buy a CD. And I never liked CD. I've always just been a vinyl guy, and there's people on both sides of the fence. Doesn't matter. But at least now, I feel like part of the reason vinyl might do well, regardless of what you think of the tone and the sound and the warmth, is that there's something nostalgic about it when you can still buy a big-ass album, and there's liner notes and the lyrics.
There's art, there's a poster
all this
in there.
Stuff, right. Where, you download it, you got the song, but...
Right,
whatever.
And, people just don't buy CDs right now.
I don't know anybody. I have a CD player in my car. I found out that there's a CD player built into the back of my actual turntable. I had no idea because I wasn't looking for it, and my wife kept... Because she's a kid of the 80s, so she had a bunch of CDs. And she's like, man, I'm telling you, we have a CD player. I'm like, where? No, we don't. She's like, in your turntable. I'm like, no, we don't. It's kind of in the back. It's barely even described that it's there because they're kind of like, look, if you bought this, you're not listening to CDs. But yeah, I got it. I still don't use it. Damn. Okay.
I don't know if I have some old VHS tapes. I don't know if I still have any CDs.
I've got boxes of them.
CDs still? I have CDs from some local bands that my friends are in. That's about it.
I don't have any.
None?
I have no way to play them. I don't own a DVD player. I don't have a CD player.
Well, record companies send them here all the cats like, you want this? I'm like, I have no way to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, record companies. When you send vinyl, people take the things home. When you send CDs, they end up in the trash because no one can play them.
Right, and I got in trouble as I told somebody, I was like, I don't have a way to play it. And they were like, it's disrespectful, man. Like, we're a local band. You just take the CD. I was like, yeah.
Oh, he wanted you to take it.
Oh, I'll take it.
Okay, I can't hear your band, but I've got your CD.
But if I did, I'd tell you they're great.
Yeah.
Maybe you play Red Festival.
What is the point if you can't listen?
I don't know, but I could tell I had offended the man. I said, all right.
Okay.
I love CD.
Hello, Lieutenant Harris. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola. Lieutenant Harris, welcome to the program. The random question. Let's go with this one. Who accidentally saw you naked? Who accidentally saw your junk there?
Well, unfortunately, my 13-year-old daughter.
At least it was your 13-year-old daughter. That goes a long way.
What, did she just walk in on you when you're in the bathroom or something?
Yeah, I took a shower, and I just got from doing a 18-hour shift over at the military base, came home, took a shower, and I didn't realize she was home, because I didn't really, unlock the door. I just kept it closed, and just as I perfectly stepped out and swung open the door, she walked in, her eyes met, my eyes met, and yeah, it was one of them awful things that you'll never ever forget out of your mind.
I think it's more one of those things that she will never forget.
It's always worse. Right. It's always worse as a kid to see your parent naked. I remember walking into my mom. I'm like 8 years old, and same rough situation, but like it killed me. She didn't care. She's like, hey, get out of here, close the door. Because I'm a kid, that's life. For me, it's like, oh my God.
Right. There's a lot going on there.
I did not need to see any of that.
Especially not in the 70s.
Oh, Lord, that was a different time. Like, what are you doing to buckwheat? Oh, no, that's part of you. My bad.
mom had like this, she had this talcum powder thing. It was like in a circle kind of compartment. It had like a little poof thing on top.
Yeah.
And I walk into that bathroom because, we were just, up until the time I was 5 years old, I'd take a shower after her or whatever,
sure.
The deal was. And she'd just be in there poofing herself up. There's powder flying everywhere. She poofed the butt, she poofed the front, so I just like, it was a weird time.
What does the front poof do?
I don't know.
Why would you want to do that?
It was like this talcum stuff that, women put all over their body. I don't know what the hell it was. But
I feel like as a guy,
it irritated my nose and it smelled bad.
I feel like as a guy, I'd be down with it, right? Like if you have testicles, man, in the summertime,
sure.
It's like, I can't believe more dudes weren't like, yeah, let me poof these up. Just the relief it brings.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though, man. That testicle deodorant that we got, that stuff. Have you ever used that, Mike? The testicle deodorant?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that stuff's great. It dries you out. It puts like a metal sheen on it, but other than that, it's kind of,
Is it worth it? I still have it in my bathroom.
Yeah, Mike, just go home tonight and lather up.
Yeah, it's called literally.
I missed that day.
Really?
We got deodorant for our junk.
Yeah, it's called ball deodorant. That is the name of it.
Mm-hmm. True story.
I haven't tried it yet. Maybe I'll slather them up tomorrow, see if anyone notices.
You, man, it's
what is that fresh scent? It's my testicles.
I've done it once.
For a dude like me with a bigger carriage like that,
you talking about down there?
Yeah, that is a godsend, man. I love having that stuff.
Okay, you do, as the fiance commented, like, hey, good looking out. Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Loves it. Fantastic.
Yeah. Especially like...
Well, I'm going to use some and hang out with her then.
It smells like a man.
Yeah. Right, that's the problem.
On a hot day, too, it's like, I always say this at a festival, like, look, I'm not showering for me. I'm showering for you guys.
Yes,
baby.
Yes.
Well, as far as the question goes, who accidentally saw you naked? As they say, we all saw, I guess, America's ass in the final Avengers movie. And now we've seen the rest of Captain America's equipment. On Saturday, Chris Evans accidentally shared his camera roll on his Instagram story, and it included a shot of his engorged junk. There was also a picture of Chris's face with
Does that have a little shield with it?
Guard what you've got, honey. Chris has not commented, but some other celebrities did. His Avengers co-star, Mark Ruffalo, said, while Trump is in office, there's nothing you could possibly do to embarrass yourself. Chris's brother said, was off social media for the day, so what'd I miss? And Chrissy Teigen posted about having not-for-safe images on her phone, but she didn't specifically mention that he did, so I guess he must...
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm 39-year-old Chris Evans, recognized as a sex symbol. Yeah, I might accidentally send a picture of my penis, too. But if Danny DeVito did it, there'd be like an outcry, right? Right. People would be upset. They'd like protest Danny, cancel him. It's Chris Evans. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he accidentally sent that picture because I haven't heard anyone complain.
No.
Normally it's like, oh my God.
He did it. And then they want to go look for it and search for it.
I didn't know anything about it. I'm looking at it this morning. My wife walks by in the background, glances over, and she's like, oh, yeah, that was so great when that happened. I'm like,
I bet it was for you.
I bet you that's fair. I noticed he didn't bring it up.
That's right.
You tell me.
He didn't bring it down, though, either,
You tell me every little thing you see all week. Hey, you can use this on the show. How about this? You don't bring up Chris Evans' penis. Mm-hmm. I just assume that's something you're enjoying on your own time. Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Aaron, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's go with this one here. Aaron, when's the last time you got sick, and what did you get sick with?
That's a good one. I don't really get sick too often, so...
You haven't broke anything?
I can't even remember, to be honest.
What was that?
I said I don't get sick too often, so I can't even remember, to be honest.
So you haven't had to take off a day of work or anything like that for any weird reason?
Wasn't sick. One time I got a really bad infection that I had to get taken care of.
Where was the infection?
It was like right on my right hip. There's a pimple that I had popped, and then it just got really bad really fast, and they said that if it didn't get any better, they're probably going to have to amputate my leg.
Oh, my God, you got a zit on your leg, and the next thing you know, you've lost your leg?
That escalated.
Yeah, it did. It got from bad to worse really quick. Like, I popped it at work, no big deal. Wasn't even any blood. But by the time I woke up in the morning, it had swollen up to about the size of my hand. So I called the doctor. He's like, hey, something's going on, blah, blah, blah. I need to get seen. They're like, well, we can't see you till Monday. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll make it till then. The next day, it was the size of both of my hands put together. And by the time I actually got to the doctor, it was like my entire right ass cheek, almost all the way to my nuts, and like all the way down to my knee was just completely swollen and red.
What did they believe it to be?
So much you could actually see it through my shorts.
Aaron, what did they think it was?
They said it was cellulitis.
Cellulitis?
It's, I guess it's like one of those bacteria that's like on everybody. It's not very common for it to take effect, but if it does, it goes from bad to worse real quick.
I'll be damned. Never heard of that. Okay.
Oh, that's comforting. Hey, really everyone's got this bacteria, and chances are it's not going to do anything. But if it does, we're going to have to chop off your leg.
Just make sure you pop the right zits. The reason we asked, what did you get sick with? This is a pretty crazy story. We know with COVID and the pandemic going on and all that a lot of people, they need to quarantine. I think my daughter just told me she's done with her quarantine, so she's excited.
How does she feel?
She had a couple tough days, but she said she's back to feeling normal.
Okay.
She said she lost her. The taste was the first thing that really went for her. Huh. She's like, for 4 days, she couldn't really taste
Did she
anything.
lose taste or did it? Because I've heard some people lose taste, other people, it changes the taste of foods you're familiar with.
She told me she lost taste.
Okay.
And she got a fever. She said she was running hot. She basically just stayed in her room for 4 or 5 days, and then eventually the fever went away, and I guess she's okay. Robert Daniels, he's been locked up indefinitely.
As the parent, I guess she's all right.
Whatever. I mean, she's in trouble. She'll call me. Robert Daniels has been locked up indefinitely for perhaps for the rest of his life since last July. He has not been charged with a crime. Instead, he suffers from an extensively drug-resistant strain of tuberculosis. It is called XDR-TB. It is considered virtually untreatable. Now, county health officials, they obtained a court order to lock his ass up because he was a danger to the public because he refused to wear a mask and take precautions to avoid infecting others when he went out.
But he was aware that he had this.
He was. Specifically, he said he did not heed the doctor's instructions to wear a mask in public. He told the judge this. I'm being treated worse than an inmate. I'm all alone, 4 walls. Even the door to my room has been locked. I haven't seen my reflection in months. Daniel's confinement is extremely rare, but health experts say it's a situation that U.S. public health officials may have to confront more and more because of the spread of drug-resistant TB. So even though the rate of TB in the U.S. is at its lowest ever, they don't have a treatment for this. This guy won't abide to anything, so they basically locked his ass up.
So generally, I mean, I understand that he's upset, but on the other hand, like, look, they asked to wear a mask. You won't do it. Like, if they keep throwing me in jail and I go, well, look, every time I go out, I keep stabbing people. Like, right.
Mm-hmm.
So
he also kept going to the gym. He also kept going to his favorite local bar, his favorite local restaurants and everything else. And they said, look, you can go. You just need to wear a mask and distance yourself from other people. But he refused to do it. So now he's in a cell, but it's not really a cell. It's like a hospital ward. It's a cell. It's like 4 padded walls. They've got the door locked. He's been in there since last July.
Jesus.
That's insane. Wow. More of the random question coming up. 206-421-ROCK.
If your tank water heater's over 8 years old, you may be sitting on a ticking time bomb. It could start leaking without warning, causing far more damage than the loss of the heater itself. Consider replacing it with a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to leak, endless hot water for spa-like comfort, longer life, and backed by Navien's strong warranty. Before time runs out, visit tanklessmadesimple.com for the name of your Navien contractor.
Count on